SoFi, guys. We have a lot to go over in this video regarding SoFi stock, and we're mainly going to focus on the charts today and do a follow-up on my last video, which I think I made maybe a week, 10 days ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. Either way, we're going to do a follow-up on SoFi stock. We're going to break down the charts and see where I could see it going in the short term, which nobody knows exactly where it's going to go, but we're going to break down my thoughts and my opinions. So if you all find value, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 17 stocks from Moomoo using that link down below. Once you open up an account, you get 1 free share of stock. If you deposit at least $100, you get 6 more free shares. And listen to this, guys, if you deposit at least $1,000 onto Moomoo, you get another 10 stocks, totaling 17 free stocks. So yeah, if you want some free money, if you want to help out the channel, use that Moomoo link down below. And now let's dive into SoFi stock. But before we actually do that, let's take a quick glance at the overall markets. Let's see, what time is it right now? 3:30 when I'm making this video, roughly. So we're in the middle of power hour. We have the Russell up a whopping 1.4%. So the Russell 2000 is crushing it. Small caps are crushing it. We have the NASDAQ down 0.5% as the S&P's up 0.4%. And we have the Dow, let's see here, the Dow's up 0.8. So the Dow and the Russell are leading the way. We have the VIX down almost 5%. So rough day out there for the VIX. And let's see what the metals are doing very quickly, guys. Gold is down 1.3 right now. And we have silver down, let's see, about 0.7%, which we will talk more about these later. Gold, silver, the overall market. So make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss any of the content. And now that we got that little brief glance of the markets out of the way, let's take a look at SoFi, which as of now, guys, is up, last I checked, 1.3%. You guys can see SoFi's at about $5.80 right now, up roughly 7 cents on the day. And you guys probably remember, maybe not, I don't know, I'll cover it right now with you guys. SoFi went ballistic from about, let's see, November, end of November, early December. Really, it started in December. It went ballistic heading into the new year, where it went from $4.40 all the way up to almost $8.25. In other words, it almost doubled up. Not quite yet, but it almost did. And a lot of that had to do with their earnings. You guys can see here during the earnings period from about a month ago, more than that actually, almost 2 months ago, where SoFi went from roughly $5.75 all the way to $8.25. Like I said, during that earnings period, that was a move of around, let's see, 45% in the span of a week. Yeah, in the span of a week, guys, that was pretty crazy. And since that point, you guys can see clearly we have been downtrending from $8.25 down to about $5.25. That was a couple days ago. That was a drop of 36%. So essentially, we lost the entire gain from post earnings here, where again we saw this go from $5.70 all the way up to $8.25. So we lost all of that, and now in the past couple of days, this has started to creep back up, which is why I do want to do a breakdown video right now. So let me show you guys what's going on. Right off the bat here, we have an overarching inverse head and shoulders. As you guys can probably see here on the 4-hour chart, we have the left shoulder right here on SoFi, the head's right here, and now we have the right shoulder forming as we are consolidating. We have been consolidating. Now we're starting to break out. We were consolidating at about $5.25, $5.50 for a couple days. Now we're starting to pop towards $6. And what is that telling me, guys? That is telling me that we're holding the neckline of the inverse head and shoulders pretty nicely here. We're bouncing off of it, and maybe we're starting to break out. Maybe we're starting to break out. You guys can see the necklines right around $5.20, $5.25. That's where this thing held back in September, heading into October, you guys can see. Then we fell under that all the way down to $4, where we formed the head of the head and shoulders. And again, now we're bouncing right off of that level, right around $5.25, $5.50, and now we're moving past $5.80. So to me, this looks like it's gearing up for a potential breakout for that right shoulder to complete, which could get this thing, who knows, maybe back towards the mid sixes, high sixes, heck, maybe back into the sevens. Totally possible. That's where SoFi could be going. But before we get too excited, guys, look at what's going on here on the 20-day chart on SoFi. Maybe actually on the, let's zoom in on the 4-hour chart and I'll show you what's going on. Now we have that right shoulder starting to form, like I said, but within that right shoulder, we're still technically, let me show you guys this, we're still technically in a downwards channel. Do you guys see what I just drew out here? Let me show you guys that. Boom. You guys see that? So essentially, we got oversold to the bottom of this channel within the right shoulder of the inverse head and shoulders. Now we're starting to bounce back, but we're still trading in the channel. Now we're just more towards the top of the channel. So if we want to see a legitimate breakout on SoFi, which I kind of do so I can make some money on it, and I'm sure you guys want to do that as well, we have to see this breakout of at least $6 and preferably $6.30 to about $6.50. If we do start breaking out of that level, that would put us above, again, the top of the, downwards channel, but also above the 180 SMA resistance here, which has been resistance for a couple of weeks. You guys can see that that's approaching right now. So I'm going to set my alert on SoFi. Let me do this at, let me do multiple alerts. I'm going to do one at $6. Mark is at or above $6. Then I'll do another one at mark is at or above $6.50, which we'll see if it does break $6.50, which is, right above the 180 SMA. If we do start getting out of those levels, guys, there could be a big breakout coming on SoFi, which I'm not 100% convinced that we're going to get that breakout yet, even though we're doing well today, even though SoFi is outpacing all the indexes today. Maybe not the Russell, but it's outpacing all the other ones. That's great, but I'm not convinced that we're fully breaking out yet. So we have to be patient. We have to see what happens at $6, $6.50. That's going to be a sticking point. If we get out of that point, again, inverse head and shoulders will fully play out, and SoFi could be going towards the 7s, heck, maybe even higher. So that's a quick breakdown on SoFi, guys. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And let me clarify this right now. I'm looking at SoFi as a trade, a short-term trade, maybe a swing trade, maybe a day trade. We'll see how it goes. Not so much, at least for me, a long-term investment, at least as of now, right? I'm not looking at it as a long-term investment, mostly as a trade. And we'll see what happens here at $6.50. Time will tell, guys. So with that being said, guys, let's see what other stocks very quickly here are moving today. Of course, we have the bank stocks moving, like I talked about earlier. JP Morgan's now up over 3%, looking really good. We have FCNCA. Let me pull that up. That's a mouthful right there, guys. FCNCA. Yeah, I'm definitely going to mess that up multiple times throughout the next couple of days here, which we talked about earlier. You guys probably remember they acquired $72 billion of Silicon Valley's assets at a discount of $16.5 billion, or roughly 23%, which is great. So that's why the stock is moving like crazy, and why I'm watching it, and why you should be watching it, as now it's breaking out of a multi-month high like we covered in my last video. That's a very good sign there for First Citizens Bank shares. Let's see what else is moving today, guys. Snapchat is also looking fairly attractive here. It's up 2% on the day. We're breaking out of a key level of resistance at about 1150, which you guys can see. 1150, that was the high from the beginning of October all throughout the beginning of December. We momentarily broke out of it back in the beginning of February, also in the beginning of this month. But of course, both of those times that we broke out, we failed. We ended up dumping back down, and now we're starting to move past 1150 again. And by the looks of it, guys, there could be more upside, maybe towards 1230, roughly 1275. That's where this could be going based on the 4-hour chart here. So Snapchat looks really bullish. Let's see what else is moving here, guys. We have Tesla moving up a little bit, 1.2%, but still it's trading in this downtrend. As you guys can see, we're clearly at a lower high right now on Tesla at about 195.200. That's going to be a big sticking point for the stock. Let me see what else here is moving. We have Disney up a little bit, which is nice. I actually just bought Disney last week, more Disney, and you guys in my Patreon portfolio may or may not know that. You may or may not know that, guys. All my Patreon members, they get to see my Patreon portfolio. They also get access to the Discord, my charts throughout the day, and access to me throughout the day. So if you guys are interested in my Patreon, check out the link down below. Disney's looking pretty good today. We have, let's see what else. AG's rebounding after it got destroyed at one point last week, or maybe the week before. I forget exactly when. I think it was last week. Either way, First Majestic Silver is starting to rebound. I'm actually going to set my alert at $7. If that's able to break, maybe we get more upside there on First Majestic Silver. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video. Make sure you guys subscribe because later on we have another video coming out. Hit the like button. Feel free to check out the Patreon like I said. And don't forget to get up to 17 stocks from Moomoo. You have a couple more days to do that. Use that link down below. Open up an account. You get 1 free share of stock. If you deposit at least $100, you get 6 more free shares. That's 6. That's 7. 6 more free shares, guys. And if you deposit at least $1,000, you get another 10 stocks, totaling 17 free stocks. So yeah, if you guys want some free money, you want to help out the channel, use that Moomoo link down below. Join the Patreon. You won't regret it. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.